So, you were already have a knowledge of how data works and what is data and all. So the thing is,
Yes.
you are working with the data architecture, right? So the a number of structured and unstructured data will be flowing to your organization. You will be working with the ETL methodologies you are doing, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, yeah, you were dealing with the ETL methodologies, and these are the storages. Which
Yeah,
storages you are using?
actually we are using Informatica service, and
Okay.
another one is Azure Data Factory.
Yeah. Okay.
So
So and then so only you were doing the engineering part, like we used to tell. So here the data sources, it will be coming to your organization. You would have created a batch for that for ETL process, and you are storing it to the database.
yes, ma'am. That's all.
Yeah. This is what the roles and responsibilities of engineer is. Yeah, even that is also a good domain. So coming back to the analytics and the services, whatever you store the data, right? So it will be
Mhm.
uh, taken by the analyst or scientist for the analysis process. So analysis process here we will be learning. One is the database like MySQL and the spreadsheet Excel. Programming language we are learning the Python and also the R language. Along with that, so we will be learning the visualization tool Power BI. But if you
Mhm.
in the curriculum, we have also mentioned that AWS service provider as well. We have a AWS service provider like Redshift. It acts as a database, and we have a quick site. It is a visualization tool, and also AWS Glue. Glue is nothing but it is a ETL methodology where we can extract, transform, and load the data, right? So these are the things where we can use for analysis. Here, particularly, we are learning these five things. One is Power BI, Tableau,
Mhm.
and MySQL, Python,
Oh,
and also the Excel.
Power BI and Tableau, both. I mean, you'll cover the both those two are the front end tools, right, ma'am?
Yes, and the Power BI, so we'll be deep diving into deep, and Tableau, I'll just take a couple of days to give an overview of how we can make a use of it.
Okay, ma'am. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the last final, these are the layers of data, right? How it works. So once you store the data as an engineer, the data analyst and data scientist will comes into a picture where he'll be using all the stored data for their analysis. Once the analysis is done, they'll be keep the data for the consumptions by creating a dashboard. So business intelligence by using the business intelligence, and then it will be used for reporting, data visualization, insights again, and the real-time alert, the searching for queries, and these are the things used for the data consumptions. Once these all things are done, the data governance, like this will be used by the company for, it may be helpful for generating the revenues, or it may be helpful for reducing the risks and whatever it may cause in the future. So this is the overview of that. So let me know now. So as of now, we have three domains in the
Mm.
data. So we have analyst, we have scientist, and we have engineer. So already you are an engineer where you will be working with the uh, data source, and also you are creating the batches for that, and you will be extracting do all the methodologies and storing it into the data warehouse or data lake, right? So here, when it comes to data scientist and data engineer, the data analyst is a person who will be converting. Yeah, he will use the data from the data warehouse. As I said, you whatever you store, you clean the data, that will be used by them, and they will be doing the descriptive and diagnostic analysis, right? So these are the two things they'll do, and they also use the different tools and technologies like programming language, spreadsheets, and also the visualization tools for creating an insights, and this will be used for by the business for decision making. But whereas it comes to scientists, he'll be using completely into predictive and prescriptive analysis. So what is this predictive and prescriptive? These are the types of analysis, statistical analysis used in the data analyst and data scientist. So then next what happens? So they will create like, the methodologies, like they will predict the future, and by that they can forecast the sales. They can also find the reason for the business problems. So yeah, this is the overview of data analyst and data scientist and data engineer. So let me know. So we are learning over here 5 to 6 tools, and coming to the day-to-day activities. So what it includes here, identifying the problem is one of the major thing. For example, suppose let us take, I'll show you with one example. I suppose let us take this only. There is no data. Yeah, this is of unstructured data. So we have around 500 records in this file. So if suppose you see in a one view, there are a number of missing values, right? So we have unstructured things, and you'll be having like, 5 to 6 questions based on this data. So where you want to extract all the answers from this data. So how you can do, by using all the tools and technologies, you have to clean it. So first you'll be removing all the duplicates, and then you make a standard format of the gender. So there is a no proper formats in the gender, and then you have to fill all the blanks. How you can fill the missing values? You are doing this, Murali. So filling the blanks.
Yes, ma'am. In Excel, we used to do it.
Okay. So, and yeah, this analytics is similar to the data engineer only. The thing is, you will be only like storing all the things in the data warehouse, but you
Mm.
are not in the analysis part. Only the thing that is
Yes.
the difference for data
Yeah.
engineer and data analyst or scientist. So you can learn that. The thing is, whatever you clean it, so you have to put like maintain a proper dashboard for that. So one second, let me show, like, while
Uh,
during the
in
practice. Yeah.
Yeah, in Tableau we used to have data cleansing, right, ma'am? Data cleaning.
Yeah,
Uh,
data cleaning, cleansing. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. We used to opt that options, and we used to do. We used to clean the data over there, ma'am.
Okay, perfect. So even there are multiple ways of cleaning the data and manipulating the data. We can go with Power BI. We have Power Query and Power Pivot, right? So where
Mhm.
we can use that as the ETL tool in Power BI. Even that option is available in Excel also. So if you see here, uh, okay, we have Rakshita over here. Hi, Rakshita. Rakshita, am I audible?
Yeah, yeah, you're audible. Hi.
Yeah, hi. Can you please introduce yourself?
Hello all. I'm Rakshita. I am currently working as a campus recruiter for Accenture. So I have just joined this session to learn more about data analytics. That's it.
Okay, perfect, Rakshita. Thank you so much.
Thank
And
you.
yeah, we have Sapnali. So hi, Sapnali. How are you? Can you please introduce yourself? Sapnali, are you there? Okay, fine. So Rakshita, as you say, so what is your understanding on data?
Nothing else as of now. I'll have to pick on things from you itself.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, so see, the data analytics is nothing but, so where you'll be getting, so if suppose you have an organization, okay, so just go through with this. So you'll be having a data from multiple resources. It may be from audio, it may be from video, or it may be the structured one, unstructured one. There is a multiple sources of getting the data, right? So if you are a digital marketer, so you'll be getting data from all the social media platforms, right? So it is like unstructured one. So here you can see the sources of data where we get, and also we have NoSQL, Excel, JSON, Excel, like HTML formats, logs, CSV files, and all, right? So also we get emails. In emails also there will be a data, right? So at that time it is known as a semi-structured data, in the sense there is a proper way, but it is not structured completely. And the structured data is API, CRMs, and ERP. What are the tools we use? That is of structured data. And here we have unstructured data, whatever data we get from social media, or else from the websites, or from the newspapers or PDFs. These are all the unstructured data. So where we'll be preparing the batch for that, and we'll be storing it. These are the works done by the data engineer. And when it comes to analysis, so you'll be learning, like, all the technologies, tools and technologies, how to overcome the business problems. What would be the business problem? If suppose, for example, so this is what your data is. So this is of healthcare. So here you'll be put for a questions like, according to the location, what are the patients, like the type of dialysis what they are taking, right? So okay, Chicago we have peritoneal, and New York we have hemodialysis. You have to read the data first, every column. So first you have to clean it. Clean it in the sense we'll be using all the tools over here. We can clean the data by using the pandas libraries, or by the Excel or ETL methodologies. We can use a number of sources to clean the data. The first process in the data analytics is cleaning the data. So the next, once you clean, right? So once you clean, after understanding what exactly the business requirement, you will collect the information. If suppose you are a data analyst, already the data will be stored in the database. You can extract the data from there. Or else you can do the primary analysis, like where if suppose it is needed, you can gather all the information with the departments. You can communicate with the other departments where you will be getting the informations, right? And the third thing is data cleaning. For data cleaning, we have tools and technologies. What we are learning here is SQL, Python, Power BI, and also the ETL tool. These are the things, right? Once the data is cleaned, you have to go with the business questions, what they have asked, and what you got the solutions for that. So once it is done, you have to communicate the solutions with your stakeholders or with your business. So you have to communicate with them the pros and cons of the analysis, what you are went through. Like if suppose it is a product based company, so if you are working in Amazon, or if you are working with Amazon, so there are a number of products, right, which are going to sell. The major motto of the data analyst is to increase the sales and reduce the problems. You have to identify the problems. What are the problems they are facing? If suppose the late delivery, it may be the cost, it may be the high cost, it may be the location uncertainties, or the customers consumer behavior. These are all the the demographic analysis what you can do to understand the reason for the problem, why the sales are going low, right? So these are the things you have to communicate with the stakeholders or business after your analysis are done. Once it is done, you have to choose the right model. What is good for our business? What is not good for our business? This can be done by doing the predictive analysis. So once these all the things are done, so this will be your day-to-day responsibilities as a data analyst, what you'll be working on. So now see, the steps involved in the roles are, the first step is understanding the business requirement, and then we'll collect the data. So collecting the data is nothing but the data will be already stored. So our engineers will be storing all the data after the ETL methodologies. So we will extract that from the database or APIs or whatever it may be, the stored data, it may be the cloud storage, so on. So once it is clean and prepared, we have to go with the analysis. We have a number of analysis. We have exploratory analysis, inferential analysis, descriptive analysis. There are some statistical tools where we can apply this to identify the trends and patterns and the relationships to gain the insights, right? Once the insights are done, we'll be creating the reports and visualization by using the charts, graph, dashboards, so on. And after that, we'll be communicating that with the stakeholders and the business, and then we have to monitor regularly whatever the data we have prepared. The quality of the data should be accurate, and then then last thing is, if any updates are there, we have to improve and updates accordingly. So these would be the roles and responsibilities of data analyst in a real time. So what are the opportunities? When it comes to the opportunity, if you are a fresher, I think you working as a campus recruiter, right? So you will be having an opportunity to work as a HR data analyst, where you can explore your career in data analyst as a HR analytics. So where you will be having a lot of data, you have to identify, understand what is our company culture, how the employees are, how the employee performance is going on. You have to make that analysis and create a dashboard, and that will be helpful for your business to improvise in their services, right? So this is how it works in the HR data analytics, whereas in the junior data analytics, freshers can also join like this. If you are an experienced one, we have data engineer, data quality analyst, supply analyst, sales analyst, healthcare analyst, so on. You can jump into any of the domain. Also, you can be a Power BI analyst. Also, the business intelligence analyst, visualization analyst. These are the openings are there. And the most important thing we have to know is the packages. Coming to the packages, it starts from, for fresher, it starts from the minimum is 7 LPA for data analyst currently, and there are wide openings for data analyst as of now. So we'll be helping you with the resume preparations as well for this. So yeah. And when it comes to data mining and data warehousing, there are two things. One is data mining and data warehousing. What is this data mining and data warehousing? Data warehousing is a process of cleaning, transforming, and mapping the raw data into the useful format, right? So here we'll be doing all the cleaning process, like removing the duplicates, handling the missing values, standardizing the data formats, and more. So whereas data mining is a process where we will be using this cleaned data, in the sense the whatever the data wrangling, the data will be there, na? So we'll be using that data to discover the patterns and correlations among the large data sets to predict the outcome. It may be, we will be using here the statistical tools, like for example, we'll be using clusterings, so regressions, correlations, and also the exploratory analysis. These are the associations analysis. So where we'll be using it. So this data can be used, used in every field, whether it is a IT or non-IT, or marketing, finance, healthcare, and so on. So these are the things what we use for the decision making and predict the future. This is how it works. Right? So, and yeah, when it comes to the cloud services, so we are learning here AWS Kinesis, RDS, and Glue. AWS Glue, it is a ETL tool, and AWS Data Pipeline. So it is used for automate your things, and QuickSight we have, it's used for visualization. We have Redshift, it is a warehouse services. In the sense, it is a data lake house where we can dump all the large data set into that. Okay, so and then Athena we have, so EMR. So these are the AWS service provider. So what we will be using it. And the most important thing.
Eshwari?
Yes.
Yeah, so in AWS, like Power BI, which visualization tool you were saying that?
Sorry?
Like Power BI, which web services is used for visualization tool in AWS?
It is QuickSight, AWS QuickSight.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it is, and some machine learning web services also, are we using that?
No, not exactly. So we are doing that machine learning only for prompt sake.
For what sake? Sorry, I didn't get.
If we are using this AI, right? So we will be using this ChatGPT or AI in data analytics. We don't do the machine learning. So we only use it for the prompt So to like get the data from that.
Okay. And one thing I want to ask you, in organization, we have data analyst, we have data engineer, we have cloud engineer, we have data scientist also.
Yes.
So this data analyst is responsible for data science or some how this hierarchy is there?
No. See, data scientist is completely, he's into machine learning. So there are statistical tool for machine learning. You have to learn that things. So this is completely different. So data analyst, he is a core. Data scientist, he'll be working with predictive and prescriptive analysis. So these are completely into machine learning and programming language Python. So he'll be deep diving more into that.
Okay. So there is no correlation between them. The data analysts are working on the raw data which is available with the company, right? Just
Yes.
need to extract and modify it and give the updated values, right?
Yes.
Okay. So there
Yes.
is not correlation, but when I see the job market, so the data analyst job market was quite good, means as if you are going for a job like so data analyst job was more as compared to this data science.
Yeah, data science, it is completely into algorithms, machine learning, and there are like, the things where the data engineer and also the data analyst scientist, they are interrelated only. But the thing is, they have like, the gaps. They have their own roles and responsibilities in every organization. If you
Yeah.
see the flow here, so how it works in a real time, there are 5 layers of data. So to understand this data architecture, how it works, there are 5 layers. The first 3 layers will be taken care by data engineer. The middle layer will be taken care by the data analyst and data scientist. So the thing is, data analyst will do only the descriptive and diagnostic analysis. Like in the sense, he'll be dealing with the past data or whatever the data is available, right? He'll be doing analysis based on that. Two analysis, one is descriptive and diagnostic. But when it comes to data scientist, he'll be dealing with predictive and prescriptive. He'll be using machine learning algorithms and all. So the thing is, the both data analyst and data scientist, they will clean the data, they will extract the data, they will do analysis. But the thing is, the tools and technologies used by both of them are different.
So, and one last thing, Ishwari, just about this timing. So its timing is from 9 a.m. or it would be 10 because I had a conflict. You told at first lecture that we will do at 9 a.m.
Yeah.
So when it will start from 9 a.m.
Okay, Monday to Friday, the timings would be 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. and it would start from, I think today is Wednesday, right? So they may give the link, the paid link once the registrations is done. They may start it from Friday or probably from Monday. I think need to check with the management when exactly the date will
But you
start.
are sure it will start from 9 a.m., right?
Yeah, 9 a.m. The batch timings would be the 9 a.m. 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. daily.
And currently in your Walmart, you are working on data analyst or you are working on some cloud-based platforms?
Initially, like I started with the data analyst only. Now I just got promoted and working with the cloud services as well.
So in the cloud services, you are using this AWS, Kinesis, or some or which are different, very different.
Redshift database I'm using. Along with that, the QuickSight also.
Okay.
Also, we'll be using all these tools like Python, SQL, like multiple tools and technologies will be using.
So you
Depends
have
on
given
project.
interviews on data analysis, right?
Sorry?
You have given interviews on data analysis also previously.
Yes.
So did they focus on DSA? Did you apply it because Walmart is it's product-based company, right? Am I wrong?
Yeah, it's a product-based company. DSA is completely, the data scientist department where they will be working on it. So as of now, there is a separate things for us as well.
No. For screening round, they did you ask for this role? There was any DSA round or what? Because I heard that they for a data science or data engineer also they are looking for DSA sometime like it's my
DSA
confusion that
What is that DSA? It is a direct selling agent, right?
No, data structures and algorithm.
Okay. No, actually, that was not a part of my interview. Actually, yeah, it was
Oh,
not there. Yeah.
you must, data selling, what I didn't get, but data structures and algorithms, which is a hardcore sometime of this computer science.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. It's
So,
yeah. I know that algorithms and data structure. It was during my interview. It was not there, but yeah, these are handled by the predictions like the data scientists will be doing. So as of now, it is not in my roles and responsibilities.
boss, lots of I have in product-based companies, mostly the screening round starts from there. I have seen it as a software engineer. I'm working in the backend. That's why I'm asking you. So in
Okay.
data analyst part, I don't know that what was the screening, because if I am applying for product-based companies, for Amazon or some British Petroleum or some good Goldman Sachs. So their first screening round is of DSA only. So for data analytics, they are looking for this, or they are just concentrating on SQL or an visualization tools and this all the big data architecture or some Hadoop they are looking for?
Yes, exactly. So now what they are looking is like offline interviews what my students had taken and the interview questions what they have given is more they are concentrating on database. So if you have if you are going as a fresher, they'll check completely your SQL knowledge and then the programming knowledge and then Excel, right? So if this is a case of fresher, and if you are experienced, they'll check whether you are upgraded to the cloud services as well, like the Redshift or else QuickSight. Not exactly. If you are applying for cloud data analyst, then it is required. So if not, no need. But the thing is, the database, the storage, there is a one of the booming tool like Snowflake also, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, even that tool's also very important to learn.
So,
Yes.
and some there is a DBT also, right? DBT tool, you have heard that?
DBT, like a data build tool, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I have used in some projects, not exactly, but I have used it in some projects, like where we will be generating automatically documentations and descriptions, modules of SQLs, and also the test series.
One last question.
Yes.
After whatever the plan, all the you are providing the curriculum, after completion of that, what kind of means you said there are multiple data analysts, HR analysts, what profile we will able to make up or we can able to showcase? I have 5+ years of experience. So
Yeah.
how I can manipulate my experience if I want to get a job in data analyst?
Yes. So there are actually two ways. One is completely changing your profile, or else we can update your profile like current roles and responsibilities along with that this data. So we can go either way. I'll train you regarding that during the session. So while discussing more into the resume building part, we can learn that things. So you are into full stack development, right?
No, I'm in backend development.
Backend development. Okay, perfect.
So I'm working in Python only.
Mm-hmm.
And previously I worked on GCP, but not much. Uh,
Okay.
DBT was also there, but I didn't much work on that. But currently I'm working for a Dell. So all the completely APIs we are building on that. So now our team was looking for generative AI, and we needed to shift to this AI platforms, as because whatever the who is the Python developer, they are looking for to scale up their skill set, or they are expecting from Python developers at least.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the thing. So that's why some have queries that after 5 years of experience in the back end, if I want to move, that how I can because I am not a fresher, then how I can showcase my experience at least. How when there is also issue comes with package, right?
Yes.
We don't give this much for if you have only 1 year showing, or we will not pay you this also you must have you are working, you must know that, right?
Yeah, I understand that. So what we can do is we can manipulate your resume with this experience, and you can add all the projects, whatever we learn here, right? We will be learning all the real-time one. So handling all the missing values and the things at the real time, right? So we can add all the things in your resume. So also I'll share the sample resumes, like how the experienced one resumes have been manipulated. So you can go with the package with the 30% hike as well. Also, you can expect more than that. So hope for 5 years, you'll be having more than like 25 LPA, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can go beyond that. So with the same experience. So the thing is you have to manipulate the thing, and during the interview also you have to cope up with the same things as well.
Because if you are saying that for fresher, for the
So you will be learning, the spreadsheet Excel and the database. You should be thorough with the end-to-end, all the whatever the commands you have to learn. And the programming language, the libraries are fine. So if you are new to this programming language, so you should be learning all the basics, and then NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, and Seaborn as a visualization tools. And Pandas are used for data modeling. And then all the calculations, all the arithmetic and logical functions, statistical functions are done by using the NumPy library. And then you should be learning end-to-end, like, the Power BI visualization. So this is enough for data analyst. Addition to that, these are the basic, and to addition to that, AWS service provider knowledge is more than enough.
Okay. So when it comes to a company, right, it depends upon their preference. I mean, if somebody is using Azure or something, I know it's not in your it's not your prerogative. But if there is something Azure or something, right? So which one is more in demand in this right now in the market? GCP or AWS or Azure?
See, the
Or
working
US-based
process of
clients?
all the cloud is one, like they are similar to each other, but the thing is, you have to understand the terminologies, what they are like into. So AWS, Azure, or GCP, any one of the cloud, if you are strong in any one of the cloud tool, then it is more than enough. Anyone with perfect knowledge is fine, GCP or AWS or cloud. Because if you understand one cloud, so the working process of each and every clouds are same.
So there is administration part as well as the data engineering part to one cloud, right? So which one would be more beneficial, like getting into data engineering part?
Yeah, data engineer, everything is, they are parallel only. So you
Okay.
can go either, which opportunities comes to you, and yeah, you can go with that. But the roles and responsibility remains the same. The thing is, you'll be cleaning the data, you'll be extracting, you'll be storing, and again analysis. Each and every person will do the same. But when it comes to data engineer, so he'll only do the ETL methodologies, and he'll be dumping all the stuffs to the storage.
Okay. So of these three clouds, right, which is less complex? Maybe if it's the wrong question, just which is less complex?
Okay, less complex is data analyst only. So
No, no, not the job role. I mean, between these three clouds, right? So amongst these three clouds, which one is less?
AWS,
AWS is less complex.
yeah, you
But
can you can learn very easily. You can grasp the thing in AWS very quickly.
all right, thank you. Thanks.
Yeah. Yep. Thank you, Shrikant. So Piyush, thank you. Sapnali, thank you. Murali, thank you. We'll connect tomorrow. Yeah.
Thank you, Eshwari. Thanks all.
Yep. Thank you.